Hello and welcome back to a Pokemon Clover playthrough. This is part 26. In the last episode, we made it through the water puzzles and we made it to Outcast Island, which leaves us with two very important goals conveniently right next to each other that I can stand in the middle of. We have Blacksmith Manor right here, and we have the gym for Outcast Island. I'm pretty sure, as a warning, this is where the game gets a little bit controversial. They start making a lot of the more extreme jokes, and they get a little bit, a little bit out there. So, just as a warning to everyone, this episode, I don't think I plan on cutting all of it out. I've cut out a lot of things that have been on the more extreme end, as this is just a replay through and they're all in the first one, but this part is kind of difficult too, so I don't think we're going to be cutting out everything, but you've been warned. You've been warned. I will, however, cut out a lot of the parts of me just running around, as I'm too lazy to use repels, and there's a lot of secret switches that we need to press through, just like we would normally the Pokemon Mansion. I like the fact that the statue is a statue of good old Motherfuck, the Graveler Tentacle Golbat Boy. Okay, and there's also trap chests, which means we could go and get Thief out of our box, maybe? Is it worth it? Probably not, but I am intrigued by the idea. We could go get it. A couple extra nuggets wouldn't hurt. I'm gonna go and grab Yedum just so we can bring it onto the team for a little bit. Okay, switches reset if we leave the Blacksmith Manor and we have to come back. I keep going to call it Volcano Manor from Elden Ring because I have brain rot. But we also have Yedum in the back replacing Marlizard, as Marlizard, it struggles a little bit with, just about everything. It struggles. I'm not going to activate that switch just yet, just in case it is not needed. It seems like it is needed. Every time I go to pick up an item, I'm going to put Yedum in front. That's going to be the plan, and then we can hopefully get a thief off with it. This is probably silly, but... Oh, they're not all going to be chompest at least. Okay, but still. If we can grab a couple of nuggets, it doesn't hurt. Okay, so we will hit this switch. I don't remember if Pokemon Clover was a game that used the mechanic of having to interact with the statues from behind for secret switches. You can't interact with the statue straight up from behind on, every statue at least. Why do I feel like this is the end? That's not right. You feel a frighteningly powerful kind of feel past here. You aren't ready to go forward yet. Okay, spooky voice in my head, whatever you say, sir. Which means this switch probably activates the bottom pathway to the left that was blocked. Okay. Okay, and that does allow us to go through to the left here, which is what we wanted. Nice. We're gonna steal. Okay, well. See, now I feel like an idiot. Now I feel like I went and got Yedum for nothing. Now I feel like it's not even gonna be able to use Thief like I wanted it to. That's just unfortunate. Have you ever seen a Lossalith? I'm trying to figure out what the symbols on it mean, but I'm at a loss. You are at a loss. Everyone's at a loss. That's the point. It's loss. I'm using hug the left wall strats. Hello. Hey there, kid. You want to buy some DDT spray? It's 200. Those are repels, aren't they? That would actually be smart. That would be a smart thing to do. We will buy some repels. There's probably a couple of things in here that I actually want, or at the very least would be somewhat interested in. But for right now, let's go ahead and use the spray while we're going around and potentially grabbing a bunch of items, such as this very clearly trapped chest, because the last two weren't. I knew it. I knew it. Okay. Okay. Are we going to be able to steal? That is the question. We are not holding an item. I took the black glasses off of Yedum, as it was still holding them, and we are going to use Thief, because we should outspeed. We might get one shot in return, which would be unfortunate. We do not get an item. Okay. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. We checked. Maybe it's not worth it then. I'll probably still do it until Yedum dies, but I won't use any revives or anything extreme like that. Okay. I'm still going to kind of hug the left wall, but we'll go down here. Oh! Max revive. That one looked way too real. I didn't even think for a second that that was going to be a chompest. If that one had been a chompest, it would have gotten me for sure. But I didn't think that one. This one that we're heading to, however... Oh. I should have trusted it. Okay, alright, it's fine. We probably can't run around with Doom in front just because its level has fallen a bit behind, which makes this a little bit awkward of having to switch in between, but it's okay. So this way should lead to the item that I was looking at before. It is a real item, so the next chest we encounter means there will have been like 3 items, meaning the next one is gonna be a trap. So by my logic, this chest is trapped. Well, that kind of worked. Okay, we'll see if we can steal a nugget. We might get hit by a rock slide. If it happens, it happens. Yeah, Doom's kind of just here for, you know, a chance at more money. Realistically, it would probably be smarter to use Marleyzard just in case of, you know, literally anything that can murder my entire team without a grass type. That would probably be smarter, or a fire type, either or, you know, like Scizors and Swampert and stuff. Obviously, they aren't in Pokemon Clover, but that kind of type combination, Marleyzard would be nice for. We have another item up here. This one was trapped, really? 2 traps in a row? I didn't think this one would be it. You know what? They've only gone for Ice Fang so far, so I'm actually going to swap just into Yadoom Raw. If it dies, it dies. Stored Power. What has happened to their movesets? Their movesets have gotten really weird. Anything? Nothing. Again. Still nothing. No goodies from any of these chompests whatsoever. I do have no item, right? Yeah, I've been seeing it every single time. We have no item in Yadoom. Huh. This guy just gave us hail, so I can, you know, you can imagine what he was talking about when it comes to, you know, hail. No need to go into that one. But I think that might be the theme for this manor as we go forwards, unfortunately. A 3rd one in a row? Oh my god, I'm falling for all the traps. It's happening. It's over. But will this one let us steal? We do have speed, even paralyzed. That's kind of nice. Are you the one that has something? Man, none of these have anything. That is actually tragic. This one dies. This one's going. That's it. I'm starting to KO these things. They don't deserve it anymore. That's just rude. I really thought they had a high chance of holding nuggets. Turns out I was just very wrong. It's a low chance. Huh. I'm gonna go to the next trap chest. Are they gonna do 4 in a row? Surely not 4 in a row. Okay, alright. 3 in a row, but, you know, at this point, now I just think all of them are gonna be trapped because of the amount in a row that they gave me. That confused me for a second there, actually. That really did. There's the next trapped chest. Okay, you know what? We're not even gonna thief it. I'm not even gonna thief it. It's... Who am I kidding? Yes, I am. I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker. I'm gonna go for every single one of these. I can't help myself. If this one doesn't, though, I'm going to assume that there is something to do with the manor that is locking me out of being able to get nuggets from them. Whether that's, like, the ones in this area just don't. Or we can just die. Oh. Last chance. Last chance, Yadoom. Are you going to steal anything today? There we go. There we go. We got a star piece. Oh. And we're running with it? Yadoom's still alive? Oh. Okay. 1 goodie acquired. See, it was all worth it, guys. It was all worth it. I got my money back for buying those repels. Let's go. I was right to swap. I was right to swap. I have another chance. We might be able to steal more money. We're gonna be money gathering today. Give me more money. I don't know why I'm so focused on this. We are not low on money. This one actually outsped us. Interesting. None of the others did, which means it is a roll. And we get another star piece. Look at that. The luck is so on our side right now. It's crazy that 7 HP paralyzed is when this thing starts to be able to steal. That is crazy. Real. Nice. 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 That was just because I was too lazy to swap again. That was the full reasoning for that. Okay. Okay. Ah, here we go. This part might get cut. We'll see. How bad is this? Ahem. Hey, wait, who's that in the back? It's me. I'm just listening. I'm just listening, you know, to the horrible things. They don't look iron. Men. Battle formation. One blocks me from behind. Hey now. Little Jew think they can come in here and cause a ruckus. Come and get me if you dare. There's a lot of bad stuff to do with this. You know, we'll get the battles out because this is kind of a battle gauntlet, but the things they say don't need to be said, you know? It's all good. We don't need to hear all of it. I'm just gonna go for a charge beam because I don't think a Thunderbolt's gonna be enough to KO this thing. We're probably just gonna get hit by a Fire-type move. It would have maybe been smarter to swap, but I'm gonna go for the boost anyway. Power Gem, which I think is still also super effective in stab, so this might just one-shot us. We'll see. We do live. We do live. We'll go for a Thunderbolt because it should finish it. Leading with Flea Specs here against the likely fire types because of the whole oven thing is probably not ideal. Yeah, Doom gains a level though, a little bit more speed, so we can hopefully steal from more chompests. Okay. Fantash. Not what I was expecting to see sent out, but we can Thunderbolt. It's neutral. We have 2 special attack boosts. It might be enough to KO in one. I hope so. It is not enough to KO in one. Goes for Grudge. I'm okay with that. We can lose all of our PP on Charge Beam because we still have Thunderbolt. And there's a chance that we get another boost, so that's fine. If Flea Spec sweeps the first person, that's a win. Another special attack boost, which is nice. We lose all our Charge Beam PP though, which, you know, it's okay. It's okay. Toxaraptor we can also come on. That is fine. We have no issues there. Our ability being suppressed actually sucks. That actually sucks. We no longer have skill link with this. We do not need it. We do not need skill link with this. Holy, that is so much damage. Goodbye, Toxaraptor. Okay. God damn. That was a strong splooge. I just like cum jokes, man. Cum jokes are funnier to me than all of this. And then we have the train, which we're just going to try and come on again. Extreme speed is fine. That shouldn't do too much. And as long as we can hit probably 3, we'll be good, maybe? I guess it's fully evolved. Maybe we need 4. Nope, that looks like 3. Can we land 3? 3 is like average without skill link. Nice. Okay, there we go. That's all we needed. That ability suppression, though, that did actually suck. That could have been really bad. Thankfully, we only had to land 3. We didn't have to land 5 for anything, but still, that could have been bad. Demon level 55. And then we have Battler number 3 with his Tripex, but we're now leading with Deferus because we no longer have Flea Specs around, so I guess we just go straight to Strato Blade. I don't remember if this thing had inner focus or not. I feel like it might have. So just on the off chance, I feel like Strato Blade is probably enough to KO outright anyway. Although this is Tripex, actually. This is the fully evolved form. But it is enough to KO straight away. Nice, okay. There was also no weird flex. I always expect weird flex from that thing just because it's priority and it always seems to use it, but okay. Level 55, level 47 on Yedum, no new moves. Oh, the Fedora Pokemon. Okay, okay. So far, nothing has been sent out that has scared me too much. I'm just gonna fake out Strato Blade again. You know, Tough Claws, we're both Dark types, so we should hopefully, you know, resist anything he goes for. If he whips out, you know, Power Gem, then good for him. But Strato Blade does a good amount. We get Swaggered. Do we believe? Do I believe in breaking through confusion? I do. Watch this be the worst idea I've made. We break through? Okay, okay. I mean, if we hit anything with a 2x attack boost, we probably one-shot it with Tough Claws and the attack thing this thing has, so this might have helped us if we get a little bit lucky. I'm just gonna go to Sem Demon for this, because then we can hit it with an Earth Power or a Water-type move, and it should be 4 times super effective, and then we don't have to worry about potentially hitting ourselves. So while the Swagger was nice, I'm not going to worry about it. A Crunch might KO in 1 hit, but also Earth Power will definitely KO in 1 hit. We also have speed, which is nice. Goodbye, Oven. That should be a nice, easy victory. You also have 1 more Pokemon, though, which is the Poo-Poo Man. The good old Poo-Poo Man. We just Earth Power, right? You don't have Levitate, because you're literally just a Muck, in my mind. Heart Ground type as well, so I guess not just Muck. Stone Edge, that's fine, that's resisted. We don't have to worry about that in the slightest, and we can just go for another Earth Power and wrap this thing up nice and easily. I don't know if that can get anything weird like Water Absorb because it's kind of sludgy and muddy, but I'm not going to risk it. I know Earth Power works. There we go. I think there's 1 more. I did, in fact, correctly count to 5. This is the final fight. We're just going to go straight to Sem Demon again and basically do what we did last time. gets rid of that. And then you also have free Pokemon. So what else do you have? Condoom level 56. No new moves. Unfortunate. That's a grass type, right? It's like grass fire, I think. Maybe. We're going to assume there's a grass type move coming, and I'm going to go to Deferus and Strato Blade. Also, Dragon Ball Z reference. Lava Plume. That could burn us, which would suck. Please don't. Okay, we don't get burned. I'm going to go for the Fake Out, then the Strato Blade, because this thing looks fat. So it's probably bulky. You know, the width of the Pokemon, I genuinely think, affects when people make the HP of the Pokemon, for sure. That is enough to KO, though, which is all that we're really after. Nice, nice. I don't know if we have to battle the leader as well, but hopefully we don't, as we are starting to get whittled down a little bit. We'll see. Your Doom is trying to learn Avalanche. No, because you're fast, so we're going to run Ice Punch. Why would we want Avalanche? Avalanche is for slow Pokemon. Ooh. And Pyrolink as well. I'm just going to Strato Blade again, because hopefully we can just crit and do a lot of damage, but that's a cool Pokemon. That's a cool Pokemon. Roost immediately. First turn Roost is crazy. That is certainly a choice. To come out, be at full HP, and be like, no, I'm going to Roost. And then Eruption. Probably still enough to KO us, right? Because we're only at 44 HP. It is severely weakened, though. Oh my god. We actually survived with Deferus because Eruption got weakened that much. That's actually insane. Okay. I like that. I like that. That's the big downside of Eruption and Water Spout. That's why I was so happy that we got Skill Link. Because, you know, base 150 base power move that isn't Water Spout is nice. Hey, I won. You're a tough kid. I think I'll call my little club meeting to a close early and head back to my gym. You better show up, because I'm going to wipe the floor with your little impure ass. Ma'am, are you good? Ma'am, why were you here? I'm concerned about your involvement. I'm even more concerned about your involvement. You were just there because... Okay, okay. Alright, and then we have the gym. I've gone ahead and put Marlizard back on the team. I don't think it's going to be super useful in this gym, I won't lie. I think this gym is going to be heavily relying on Condoom and Semdemon to get through most of it. In fact, I'm even going to put Condoom in front, because I feel like we're going to be relying on it that much. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. This might be a gym where we need to actually, like, consider changing up our team a little bit with, you know, maybe training up something brand new. We'll see. Hey, Pee-Pee, as always, I want you to have this. 1 fresh water. Don't mind if we do. Polk is a dangerous man. He's captured 4 Jews at the basement of this gym. You need to free them all in order to gain access to his challenge. Okay. Cue Ball Heinrich sends out Pyrolink. I should have probably ran around in the mansion a little bit more. Oh, sorry, Blacksmith Manor a little bit more to try and look for this, because I think that's probably where you would get it. But also, I don't think this Pokemon is, like, pseudo-legendary stats or anything like that. I don't think its stats are that crazy. Although, it's tanking this Come and Go, actually, now that I say that. It is absolutely tanking. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this thing is actually a defensive god on the special side or something weird, but I didn't think it had super high stats, so I didn't worry too much about it. Seeing how well it's tanking a base 150 power water type move, though, it is making me consider if I want to go back and grab it. It's also Fire Dragon, which gives us a better option, potentially, for a fire type than Marlizard, as Marlizard does not have the speed that it needs. It needs, like, 20 more base speed, and then I think it's actually really good. Because then, you know, when its speed gets doubled, it actually matters a bit. You know, it still won't outspeed the fastest of things, but it would matter. But instead, Marlizard outspeeds nothing, and it would need to get 2 Shell Smashes off, and that just doesn't happen. Urswine, however, not quite so tanky against the Come and Go. Goodbye, Urswine. Okay, so we don't get a key after we defeat people, meaning we're looking probably for items. Oh. 1 cage key. Okay, well, there was the cage right at the start, which all I've done is follow the right-hand side, so we can go to that one quickly. 1. Thank you for freeing me. There you go, bud. Okay. 1 key, 1 cage found. Nice. We're gonna keep hugging the edge for now, I guess. We're just gonna keep edging. You look fresh for experiments. No, sir. No, sir. Scientist Joseph sends out another Pyrolink. Man, they're really... It's such a cool design. I'm a sucker for dragons, just in general, but twin-headed dragons, man. I'm going to go for an acid spray, then a come and go, because we already saw that 1 singular come and go is not going to be enough, so we may as well go with that. That did so much damage. For an acid spray? Wait. Was the other one a Salt Vest? No, that seems more regular, actually, with the halved special defense. Does it have an ability that halves the damage of water-type moves or something? So it still appears as neutral? I just feel like it should be doing more. I mean, it's still doing a good amount of damage, don't get me wrong, but I want to hit one with a sludge bomb and see how the damage compares. Hey, there's the pizza. There's the pizza. We're gonna come on the pizza. We're gonna come on the double pizza, girls. That's what's gonna happen. Yep. Yep. Very good sprite. Very good sprite. Very silly, but very good sprite. Definitely like the weeb incel type character with the God of War. Perfect candidate for that trainer class, but we have the cum move, so we're gonna use it. Fine, you don't even look that good. What type of experiments were you gonna do on me, buddy? I wonder what would happen if I spliced a human and a Pokemon. I mean, Bill kind of did that. Oh, this guy. Allow me to woo thee, milady. Hate that. Hate that. Estragon? Turns out flamboyant. Okay, alright. I saw his name kind of ended with dragon, and I was like, surely it's another Pyrolink, but it is not. We're gonna splooge on the flamboyant. And that is gonna KO. Nice. One downside to come and go is the fact that it has to go through the animation every single time. Like, it's nice one-shotting things, don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining or anything, but we do have to go through the animation every single time, and that does get a little bit tedious at times. Other than Flamboyant, your real strength, the Pyrolink. Marleyzard. Okay, okay. Well, I know I outspeed you, so Sludge Bomb. I've learned from our own Marleyzard the issues that it has. Burn up. That's fine. You know, removing your fire typing. Respectable damage, but nothing too crazy. And then Sludge Bomb's still going to KO it, so we don't have too much to worry about. So far, Condoom is kind of just sweeping everything, which is about what I expected. So, good job, Condoom. You keep going. I'm not going to swap you out. I throw out a Hyper Potion, maybe, but we still have Semdemon in the back, so I'm not going to do it just yet. Please don't friendzone me. I guess nice guys do finish last. Oh, Christ. Alright, I did a very quick test. Okay, yes, I can go back and heal and they do stay unlocked. It's not like you have to do all of them all at once. That is good to know. I was hugging the left wall. Nimbly getting past some of these guys. Oh. Had to buy something, young one. Hello, merchant. I'm here to try and save you. That's a big fat vault. Man, I wish I had Thief. I want to go back to what I was doing before so badly. Let's go ahead and swap to Galavist, because Galavist can Drain Punch this and get, you know, all of its health back very easily, as I think this thing is Steel Dark. Thunderfang, please don't paralysis. Okay, well, I tried. I said please. You know, I gave it my all. Firefang as well, it's gonna hurt. Yeah, that does hurt. We do get the Drain Punch off, though, which might just one-shot it, and we might get, like, all of our health back, honestly. There's a crit. Don't know if the crit mattered. Probably not. You know, 4x super effective stab move from this thing's monstrous attack stat. It was probably enough to KO as is. Marleyzard 55. Can you learn, like, triple agility? Shell Smash 2? Can you imagine? That'd actually be crazy. Ignite. Yeah, that we're just gonna go ahead and go straight to something like Semdemon, because, you know, tanky. Possibly this thing explodes. Does have grass-type move potential, which maybe makes this bad, actually. This might not have been the smartest swap. Semdemon might have been worse than going to Condoom. It also just lost its fire typing. And then exploded. Okay, well, I mean, I was like, wait, that's kind of smart, because now I can't hit it for super effective moves, and it could use a move like Giga Drain. But no, it doesn't care to Giga Drain. It just wants out. Oh, another Ignat. Why are you torturing them so? It's also gonna explode. Okay, alright. I see what we're doing here. I see what we're doing here. Got it. Yep, we're exploding. That's fine. That's fine. Go ahead. Next. The next Ignat. I see what we're doing. Yeah, I see you. I see you. I understand. I understand. Assuming there is an explosion coming, I'm going to Galavist. If this thing uses burn up right here, this merchant is a god. It exploded. Yep. Yep. Pondum level 57, plus 5 HP, nice. I love seeing the big numbers on the stat screen when they go up. And then Fantash. I'm gonna try and just Meteor Mash it. Maybe we get a quick claw proc. I didn't even have to finish saying it. Every time I ask for it lately, I feel like Galavist just being there with the quick claw, and it's actually worrying me how well it's doing at doing that when I want it to. Sadly, I want another one. Do you think we get another one? We do not. But it used Grudge, which is honestly fine. That's fine. We're gonna lose our Meteor Mash, but to be honest, Galavist is kind of out of action anyway. You know, it's paralyzed at 40 HP. You know, it's not really gonna be winning any more fights for us. It's done what it needed to. I'm actually hiding, so don't tell anyone you saw me. So you're not gonna give me a key or anything. There's... Oh, I only needed to get the key once. It's not like there was 4 different keys. Now I just need to find the cages? Okay, well that's easier. Yes, I am merely American neckbeard. Certainly not spy for glorious Russia. Certainly not. Certainly not. Got ourselves a little bit of a starter battle here. That's how starter battle goes, I suppose. That's, yeah, that's just... We win. We won the starter battle. It was that easy. Wow, a real tough fight. Could have went either way. I assume there must be some in the middle. Ah, there's one. Okay, there's one that's kind of central. It's a little bit awkward to get to. This is like top right, I think-ish. Okay, that does lead to a dead end, though. Let's see the very, very top right. Is that also one up here? No, that's the way out. I'm missing one, which I would assume would be middle left kind of area, I guess. Would be the area that I didn't check the most. Was it this? Okay. Like middle right, then. That should be all of them freed. All the Jews have been freed. The door upstairs is now open. All right, let's quickly go ahead and run back to the Pokemon Center. And then we can have ourselves our gym battle. Is there anything that we might want to swap right now? What are you holding, Condom? You're holding a King's Rock? That's fine. That's fine. I don't actually know if that works the way I think it does with Skill Link in this game. Earlier generations, it would proc the King's Rock every single time with the multi-hit attack. I haven't seen many things get flinched, so I don't think that's how it works in this game. But we'll see. We'll see. We may as well keep it. I don't think we have anything else that's better than that. Realistically, the only things that matter are Sem Demon's item and Condoom's items, so let's get this underway. Hey, you actually showed up. You've got a lot of balls for a kid, and you'll need them, because right now, you're looking at the future leader of the 4th Reach. I'm talking Stormfront, kid. I get prepped for the oven, because you're... Okay. This guy, man. This guy, man. They really made this guy one of the important characters. I've cut these out to this point, but yeah, I can't really cut it out in a gym battle, I don't think. We'll keep the gym battle unedited. I gave the warning at the beginning. Hookland goes away. Send out Pyrolink, or the water type, which again leads me to believe that it has something to make it tank water type moves really well besides being part dragon, because that's doing nothing. We can't just go straight to Sem Demon and then we'll be okay, but it's gotta have some kind of like halving water move thing, because that's such little damage for a base 150 power move, even if it was Assault Vest or something like that. Let's go deal with this. We could use something like Dephorus for this. do something that's a little bit more neutral. There's definitely going to be some kind of, like, dragon move hitting us, right? Let's go to Deferus for this. One, we can hit it on the physical side, so we can see if this thing is actually just a massive special wall. And two, oh. Well, that wasn't what I expected. That's bad. That's really bad. Wow, okay. Do I have a full restore? I don't think I do. No, I definitely don't. Well, provided we get past paralysis, we can get fake out damage. Okay, well, there goes Deferus. That wasn't ideal. That wasn't ideal. I really expected a dragon type move. I was like, oh, here comes Dragon Pulse. And that Thunderbolt caught me off guard. I got rid of my Deferus for no reason. That would have been smart to keep around because it's fast and it could have been used to revenge kill some stuff later on. You know, my bad. My bad. For now, though, we Earth Power. Swaps out. You go to Flora. Why do you have this? Hey now. Hey now. If only I had my Deferus, man. My Deferus would be so good here. Okay, this thing's like water grass, right? We just go to Flea Specs and we Signal Beam or Charge Beam. We do get a special attack increase. There's a chance that he swaps as well. We could get some boosts going. I don't know how much it would matter considering Pyrolink shuts us down entirely. Well, let's Charge Beam. We do get the Charge Beam off. Okay. Water type moves are neutral on us, so we do have to keep in mind that it could still hit us kind of hard. That's a Citrus Berry, okay. Scald, yeah, that's still gonna hit us pretty hard. But we don't get burned. Do we Charge Beam again? Probably not. We probably switch to Signal Beam here to KO this thing. At the end of the day, KOing this thing is important because it can shut down Semdemon, and Semdemon's going to be good against the rest of the Pokemon, I presume. So, shutting that thing down is nice. Do they have anything faster than Flea Specs, though, is the question. Clan comes out. We are 2 times special attack, so I'm just going to go for a Thunderbolt. Hopefully we outspeed. We do not outspeed. Okay, well, that does put a damper on that. I'm going to go Condoom again, like I did the first time. And I might Acid Spray. No, I'm still going to go for the Come and Go, actually. Because if it stays in, I want to be able to KO it. And also, if it swaps out again, that does take Pyrolink down to a point where Sledge Bomb might just KO it. Okay. Well, did go straight to Pyrolink again. This is still going to do, you know, another, like, 1/4 to 1/3 of its health. Any crits would be appreciated, game, if you're listening. Talking to the game like it can respond to me. There's a crit. Okay, okay. That takes it to a reasonably nice point. There's another crit. That might be Sludge Bomb range. That might be. We're going to do it. We're going to see. We'll Sludge Bomb. We outspeed? Is it just a water resistance thing? I think it is. Okay, there goes Pyrolink. Condoom did what it needed to. Definitely has something halving water moves. Which is cool. Which is cool. Clan comes back out, but you were swapping it out against this the whole time, so I'm just going to click Come and Go. Energy Ball. It's only neutral. We should live that fine. And this should one-shot in return. They were definitely afraid of this move, so, you know, get splooged. This is easily going to KO with just 4 hits. Nice. We still have Semdemon in the back, and that's an Energy Ball user down, so that's nice. Hopefully, no more Grass-type moves in the back that can one-shot Semdemon out of nowhere, but that is something that we have to be slightly afraid of. Condoom is destroying this fight. 3 Pokemon remain. Urswine, that's getting splooged on. I'm sorry to tell you this, buddy. You're getting splooge swept right now. That's a lot tankier than the last Urswine. Last time we hit one of these, it KO'd it in like 3 hits. Is this a Soul Fest? Very possible. My assumption when anything lives more hits than it should be is just a Soul Fest. Body Slam. Please no paralysis. We should live that just fine. Okay, that's the problem right there. That is a problem. Let's go ahead. Let's see. We have Marlizard, who realistically is here as a little bit of fodder, I'm not gonna lie. So using Marlizard for its decent-ish bulk to take a body slam or two, or like 4, is fine, because that gives us time to go ahead and heal up our more important Pokemon in this fight, which is Condoom. It just is. It's the Pokemon that we're relying on. I did have full restores. I had full restores. I didn't check enough. Okay, well, we'll just full restore it then. That's fine. That's fine. I genuinely had no idea that we had full restores. Not a clue. Soft boiled. That sucks, however. That's really bad. Do I think that we can get... We have Paralyzed Hills. I'm very interested in knowing if we can get this Marlizard going now that we're a little bit later into the fight. Bulk up. That's scary. That is scary. I don't like that, actually. I'm gonna use Toke once, though. I'm stupid. I'm insane. I'm doing a silly move right here. We got paralyzed again. Okay. I do have another full restore, and I will use it. I will use it, so we will be at full HP, and we just need to not get paralyzed, which... We'll see how that goes. Our defense will obviously be dropped, and he's at +1 attack, so that does mean that there is going to be a massive amount of damage that is going to hit us in the face. But we'll see how it goes. We full restore. We are limited in the amount of these that we can use in battle, I think. I think we can only use like as many as the gym leader would use. Fire Lash. That can't paralyze me. That's all I ask. That is actually all I ask. We're going to go for a big fat burn up, and we're going to do a ton of damage. We're going to lose our fire typing, which is going to mean that Fire Lash will easily KO us. I mean, any of its moves will KO at this point, though. Do we outspeed? We do outspeed. Okay. So this burn up is kind of like a neutral burn up. It's probably not going to KO, but if it puts it in range... Oh my god. I was going to say, if it puts it in range of where our good old trusty Condoom can finish it, then it'll be fine. Marlizard, you suck. You suck ass. Holy, that was awful. That was doubled special attack. Doubled. I know it was resisted, but that still means it's a neutral burn up, which is a base 140 power move. Dear God, that did so little. Okay, here's where we need the King's Rock to come through. Here's where the King's Rock would actually be huge. As long as there's no paralysis, then we'll be okay. Flinch would be great. A crit would be great. No crits. Okay, unfortunate. Body slam, just don't paralyze. Okay, that's all I ask. That is all I ask. We're good to come and go again, just in case there's any potions used. Earthswine was definitely the scariest thing so far. We still have 7 Demon in the back, so hopefully there's no Grass-type moves. 7157. Any new moves on you, though? No? Okay, okay. We might be able to live a hit from this, actually. Floats in the air with its air balloon. That's fine. We click come and go. Heat Crash. We might live this. We do live that. We do live that. Come and go's gonna hit it, and it's gonna hit it hard. That's a lot of damage. Goodbye air balloon. Not that it matters. And we're gonna be left with 1 Pokemon remaining. Condoom has realistically killed everything, to be honest. Condoom has done everything in this fight. It is a great Pokemon to have for this. Skill Link is being very useful, obviously. I'm glad that I used that ability capsule on our starter, actually, because I did consider using it on some other things, but right now, I like where we have it. Is that shiny? White Flames Burn Bright. Does that stop water-type moves? I'm going to click come and go anyway. Nope. Sure doesn't. Goodbye, Stupid Furnace. We win this fight. Realistically, this is kind of like a Condoom sweep. Not really sweeping, more like Condoom just winning. You know, it's just a Condoom victory, I suppose would be a better way to put it. You really busted up my bunker. Hey, you deserve the Iron Badge. I don't know if I want this. I don't know if I want this really, but no, thanks, I guess. Here, have this too. PM38, which should be Fire Blast. That's Fire Blast, a great move for roasting your opponents. And with that, that is our 7th badge completed. Meaning, next time we head back to the Viridian City area, we have ourselves our 8th battle. and then we see where we go from there. So if you guys have enjoyed the more controversial episode, leave a like down below, hit that subscribe button, and without further ado,